Hi, and thanks for joining me for, yep, you read it correctly, my own level. So I never thought I would get into building levels, but what this video is going to show you today is my demo level put together in the 10 engine. So I'm just on TR Customs at the moment. Yeah, I think my head is probably in the way. I have put a link in the description if you do want to download it and play it. Otherwise, I'm going to be playing through it now, so there's going to be spoilers, obviously. But yeah, I'm going to be talking you through my level, which is going to be a bit weird to do. So it's this one here, Shadow of Xian. It's already had some nice ratings and reviews. I have put a walkthrough as well. Yeah, you can watch that if you want. So this is just a demo. So it is a short level that I do plan on expanding and improving, especially after reading, some of the feedback, which I do really appreciate. This is after the events of Tomb Raider 2. So if you remember the cutscene after the Great Wall, the guy who poisoned himself, according to the script online, his name is Claudio, and so I've decided that he's not actually dead. So he went into hiding, and then whilst Lara was out of the mansion, he managed to break in, steal the Dagger of Xian, put a curse on the mansion. I do have a few ideas for the future levels, but I'm telling you now that it will be a very slow process. But I was really excited to just put this demo level out. I have been following tutorials online and I've been doing it for about 4 weeks. I feel like if I can do it, anyone can do it. So if you've ever thought about level building but you thought you couldn't do it, just give it a try. This level isn't perfect, of course. It's my very first level and I haven't been building for very long at all. I'm just really proud of what I've done so far. I just can't stress enough how much I did not feel like I could do this. I only discovered this sort of community, well, when the remasters came out. I've only at the moment played levels by Sabatu and Mahetis. It's all still really new to me, and I'm just really happy that I've managed to create a level here. So on that note, let's get into it. Thank you ChatGPT for that graphic there. Okay, so welcome to my level. We're in the main hall. I'm not going to get too technical about what I've done here because A, I don't feel like I know enough, and B, I feel like my level is going to be played by casual players rather than actual builders that are going to go through my level with a fine-tooth comb. But yeah, so basically Lara's arrived home. She's now trapped inside, and you can see here that there's a similar theme to floating islands. If you don't interact with Lara for a few seconds, she will do this pose, which is cool. I love that. The Fiamma Nera still being a thorn in my side. Some of you may recognise that voice. It is mine. I tried my best. I'm never going to get the opportunity to voice Lara, so why not do it in my own level? Okay, so we're just going to grab some pickups in this area. These enemies in this sort of area, they don't actually trigger. I thought I'd be a bit of a troll. Oh yeah, and this outfit, this is made by Raider99. Loving the denim there. But yeah, I just wanted to make it look like Lara's kind of come back from just, being on a casual sort of outing. Now ideally you want to go to the bedroom first because Lara does not have any pistols. So we're going to go to the bedroom. I've added a nice green colour to that fire there. Actually, I did originally want to do this level in the TR2X engine. I just couldn't get it to work. So I'm going to have a look at that at some point, because I did want to originally give the level more of a retro feel, and then I ended up just doing it in 10 and then using remastered textures. So yeah, there has been a bit of feedback that there are sort of some mismatched things where you've got Lara looking like TR4 and then the textures looking more high quality than she does, and you know, other objects in the level. But yeah, that's something I'm definitely gonna improve at some point. So we've got the pistols now. I'm gonna actually go for a secret first. So if we come up here, this is where you'll find one of 4 secrets. And there will be some spiders up here. Just little ones for now. We will have a couple of big ones later in the level. Yeah, got a bit of a treasure up here. I definitely want to improve this area. It does look a bit boxy. There is an enemy over here. If you go right up to it, it will trigger. But I'm not going to do that today. So yeah, we've got a secret just up here. And if you are a Final Fantasy VII fan, you will definitely recognise this. It is one of my favourite games. Absolutely loved playing it as a kid. And it actually is where my screen name comes from. So Jemisscor, well, it's partly my name, which is Jennifer, or Jen, and missing score, which is one of the ultimate weapons of one of the characters. Just up here you'll see a bigger spider has spawned. I always try and jump and roll in the air, but sometimes on the controller it's not as responsive. But anyway, okay, so that's the first secret done. I will at some point be looking to maybe expand something out here. There is a balcony with him. Nothing happens here. I'll think about doing something with that at some point. We need to press this button. And that isn't timed, so we can relax. Go into Lara's sort of walk-in wardrobe here. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if you can hear the background music, but it is from Tomb Raider 3, sort of, I think it's High Security Compound, Area 51. I don't know, to me it just felt kind of ominous. I might change it depending on what room you're going into, but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I was going to say the ceiling, oh my god, the ceiling is just, for me, really difficult to texture. I can't get my head around how the beams work, so some of these are a bit not matching up there. Again, it's something I'm gonna improve. Yeah, we've got a couple of pickups in here. Shotgun being in the shower here where Lara left it. And I'm gonna equip that because that will trigger not him but some other enemies in this room. And I think I might heal. Okay, so I think we're done here. Yeah, we pressed the button. So we will move on to the next area. So we can't get through this door at the moment. And this is the gym. Yeah, I definitely need to do something more here. It's quite a big room. I have had some feedback that some of my rooms are too big. So I definitely need to make something more interesting here. So I'm going to go for the next secret. Now you can actually jump from here. I have not been able to do that, but I've seen one of my testers jump from that position. I just can't get the right angle, so I'm going to do it how I intended you to do it. It doesn't matter if you skip this bit, there's no sort of triggers, so really it doesn't matter how you want to do this bit. Yeah, so I've added a faster shimmy. This animation was created by Gecko. Now need to climb up here. So I've added a little sort of climbing texture. It's not great, but I've just googled it. And here we'll find a key that we need for later. And that's going to trigger that door to open. So we've got the garden key there. So this is my karate dojo. It's not just a random room. Lara does practice karate, and I thought if I had enough money to have my own dojo, I would absolutely have one. I also practice karate, so it just felt like so right to put it in Lara's mansion. There will be another secret. So the secret is here behind this flag. And I took this idea from a level by Sabatu in his Tomb Raider 2. He put a secret behind a curtain. I actually found it by accident when I was looking for something else. What about this curtain? Is there something here? That is so clever. And then a little Easter egg for you is that lovely photo of me. I would just love to have my own training hall. I love this room. It's just very personal to me. So, yeah, I love it. It was the first room that I textured and I was just so happy with it. So when we go through this door, it will trigger an enemy down there. I think I'm gonna give him some time to get further away from me. Oh god, I hate these things. Okay, so a couple of pickups in this room. Again, it's a large room. I wanted to make the ceiling look kind of creepy, like the orange stuff in Floating Islands. I know, it's a big room, I get it. I think some people think this room is too big. It is a ballroom. It's meant to fit like 100 people in. And I did just want to make this big sort of structure there. So I just need to add some more things to do here, really. More pickups, maybe some kind of puzzle. Yeah, I just need to make this better. I know. Okay, so we'll get the pickups in this area. Oh yeah, sorry, spider warning. And then this is the final pickup. And now we can go through to the next area. Again, this room is probably too big. So yeah, we'll think about that. Hello, Winston. So yeah, more pickups in this area. I've made it so you can climb on the table. Yeah, so this is the kitchen. I did want to put more pickups sort of on the counter. I just couldn't get it to work. When there's objects on like an actual pedestal, hello. Yeah, I could get the pickup to work, like she would reach forward and grab it. But when I was trying to put it on these countertops and this oven, for example, it just wasn't working. So again, it's something I've got to look into. So she only does the sort of reaching down to grab pickups for now. And then yeah, we just need to press this button. So now we're gonna go back to the main hall. Excuse me, Winston. Oh God. Oh no, I'm stuck. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go back to the start, and then there'll be an area where we can get to the pool. Oh yeah, there's this new animation. I'm not sure if I'll keep it, but it's if you press the jump button after sprinting, she'll do some crazy jump instead of the forward roll. So yeah, I added that in. And I wanted Lara to sort of pull the hatch open, but I didn't have the animation for it, so but I think it works. This way works still. And this will bring us down to the pool. Again, I've had feedback that this room is too big. I kind of like the size, if I'm honest. You know, if I had as much money as Lara, I would have a pool room this size. I'll think about it, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna improve, get better over time, think about how I can make bigger areas more fun to play through. So yeah, a couple of pickups again over here. Oh yeah, I had some feedback about the textures here, adding more sort of transition textures. Is Winston following me? I can hear his footsteps, but I think he's just somewhere else. This sort of jade stone, could it be sort of crumbling into this grey floor here? But you know, there isn't a transition texture for that, and I would have to create my own. And I just don't have the skill to do that right now, which is why it's not like a smooth transition between the two. Did you hear that? That was Winston farting, but he's not here. How funny. None of these enemies will trigger. Originally I did have them triggering, but because you have you could potentially come here first without having your weapons, yeah, it just makes it a bit more difficult. So yeah, they just don't trigger. Again, something that I'm gonna have to maybe think about when I get better at understanding scripting. I'm sure I could do something like, you know, if you have pistols in your inventory, the enemies trigger. If you don't have the pistols, they don't trigger. Maybe something like that. I'm gonna have to look into that. We're now going through into the last sort of area, and that will be the point of no return. Just keep swimming, because if you don't, you will get soft locked sort of in front of this ceiling, spike ceiling, which again I'm gonna have to sort out at some point. There is a pickup here, and this piece of music I absolutely love. It is called The Final Encounter by Steve Baker, and it was used in a Final Fantasy VII trailer. Now, there is a dragon that triggers, but he's quite far back. You may get away with avoiding dealing with him, or he might come right up to you. Ah! Oh no! Yeah, so we'll do that again. And then, where is he? Just try and avoid this guy. Don't get too near the fire. And I think, oh god, ah! Run. Oh shit, run, run, run. There are some sort of water tunnels that you can run into, which have more, where is he? Which have more pickups, but it will trigger some more enemies. Shit. Just keep running. Just keep running. There you go. You can trigger these if you want to. You can walk right up to them, this one here, and this one here. They will trigger. If you do find yourself on fire, there's a couple of areas that you can go into. The dragon still can blast you from here. However, if you swim around quick enough, you know, you can avoid him. Just grabbing these pickups. So yeah, if you swim around, you can sort of avoid the dragon. But going through the water will trigger another one of the Jade Warriors. So we'll get rid of him wherever he is. Somewhere. Where is he? There. Now there is the final secret in this area. Oh, there's also a medikit over here. Yeah, final secret, you can climb up this tree. Now you could come up here first, however the secret sound will stop the music from playing, which is a bit annoying, and it does trigger more enemies. But yeah, you'll get the Uzis here. So it's triggered him and then someone down below. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, do you know what? I've just realised I do not have an ammo counter. I've just realised that now. I didn't know that was an option that I would have to enable in the script somewhere. Okay.
No.
There is some more ammo around here. And I think this will trigger another enemy, I think. Does it? I can't remember. Yeah. Is he up there? Let's use the Uzis again. And there's another sort of personal thing here. My favourite band. This is artwork from a Royal Blood album. I don't know, I just thought it was fun to put something like that in my level. I might take it away. I don't know. So yeah, we're done here. Now you could make this area as hard or as easy as you want. To make it harder, do pistols only. If you want to try and get the motorbike first, you can do that. We've got the garden key. And this is the end of the level where we would just jump on the bike and finish. But if you can get there quick enough, you can sort of one-shot the dragon. You can drive it back through and then just take down the enemies and it will just run them over. So that would be a way to cheese this part of the level. But yeah, we are done now, so we will end here. And that is it. So yeah, that was my level. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Look out for the next video.